Hey, JulesBlessedVegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So, people, I am doing 7 days of Charles Schulz quotes, which, of course, is the brains and brilliance behind Charlie Brown and Friends. And my gosh, what a beautiful heart that man had, and such insight, really. So, yesterday was day 3, I pray. Day 4. Yesterday was day 4. Goes so quickly. And it was on one that was saying to only dread one day at a time. Like, you don't have to dread the whole week or your whole life or the whole month or anything. Just dread that day and know that the next day is a fresh start, which is exactly in line with day 5, which is just precious. And I love this one. And it says, every day is a new beginning. Take a deep breath, smile, and start again. And I just love that. It's so true, you know. The only thing that keeps us in the past is us, right? Our mindset that continues to dwell with things we can't do anything about. There is no proof that yesterday existed but for us dragging it into today, right? Oh my gosh, it's so true. And we don't even know about tomorrow. It hasn't even unfolded. So why are we already putting a bunch of nonsense onto tomorrow when it doesn't even exist? You know, we only have today. So it's so beautiful, and I really do appreciate this. And some of you who are following me certainly know that my husband had to have surgery, and he was having a really severe hernia repaired. And it turned out that it probably stemmed from a poorly done appendicitis operation for his appendix years ago, allowed for this to even begin. And so that was really interesting. And he couldn't possibly have known that that was the situation, but for them getting in there and investigating the hernia. So, you know, he's in so much pain. Oh my gosh. It's insanity, really. I mean, my gosh, anyone who's had their stomach dissected and cut into and cross-cut against the muscles, it kind of reminds me of any woman who's had a, don't tell me. Did I mention I've been up since 4 o'clock? C-section, thank you, a cesarean. It kind of reminds me of that. I mean, they definitely, though it was robotic, though it was microscopic, they still went in there and messed inside, right? In like 3 different places. And even though the cuts are above and they're like 1 inch each, which they use super glue to sew together. Amazing. You can already see the bruising like on his belly button and stuff, which means, you know, obviously beyond those 1 inch markers is a whole lot. So anyway, it's been interesting. I got him a cane, and he's a nurse, so he's taught me many strategies to help people safely get up and down from bed and how to use the restroom and everything. And you know, I certainly have ice packs for him beyond the medication that they gave. And it's going to be a long week, and that is okay, because by God's grace, I've arranged to be available to him, but I have to make sure that I'm caring for myself as well. So yeah, we got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and we had to take care of all the animals. And by we, I mean me, because he was wearing essentially, you know, sweats and slippers so that he could easily change in and out at the hospital, which was really smart. So I cared for all of the animals, basically in the dark, right? And then we ultimately had to drive a little over an hour to get to the hospital. And then we were totally, you know, just on task. Dale loves to be early everywhere. I like to be right on time. I don't want to be late, but I'm not an early girl either. But yes, I wanted to honor him. And then nobody there was in a hurry at all. Like, it was supposed to open at 7 for the department we needed. They kind of moseyed in around 7:33. Finally, Dale got in there, and they said they'll come back for me in about a half hour so I can be with him. 2 hours passed before I was ringing the bell saying, "Hi, remember me?" "Oh yeah, come on in." So then, of course, I was with him, and then they have a great system where they use texting to let you know the play-by-play, you know. And so the girl checked my phone, and yes, it works, and great, we'll let you know when he's in surgery, and we'll let you know, how it's going and when he gets out. And I'm like, great. 2 hours go by, nothing indicating that surgery started. I wasn't panicking. God chose the day. I mean, to be fair, we weren't even supposed to have a consult until August 22nd. And then that was moved to the 15th, let alone the surgery on the 1st of August and a Sunday, the day of the Lord. It was all God and it was brilliant. But anyway, yeah, so I finally got a hold of someone after 2 hours to find out, yes, he's been in surgery, for a good amount of time. And then finally, the surgeon called and said that it had gone really well. But they did have to, sew him up and use a little bit of mesh, which he indicated wasn't close to his intestines, which I guess is a really good thing. So whatever the case was, I got him home, but he's in so much insane pain. It's hard when a man is literally crying. And I know part of it is the medication and the emotions and, holding your breath until it happens and daring to say yes. And then the relief of knowing that it's over and yet it's not over because you're in such pain. You don't know, what to do. So anyway, I'm just absolutely supporting him, and I gave him a little bell to ring so I could hurry back in there and help him, which is really funny. But yeah, I'll do whatever I can to help him. So in the idea that he may be thinking tomorrow is going to be as bad as today was, the beautiful thing is every day has a new beginning, and if you can take a deep breath and smile, you know that you have permission to start again. And the only thing holding us back from starting again is ourselves, of course. And, that's just absolutely true with every single thing. And I certainly struggle with many things that I really appreciate the grace of knowing that each day is a fresh start, And living one day at a time is the greatest gift of all. And I welcome that. So I just wanted to check in with my JVV community. But yeah, I'm exhausted. I've earned it. And I'm going to go take care of my husband and get to bed because unless I honor myself, I will be no good to him and certainly all of our animals. And I know we only have 3 dogs, 1 pig, 1 bird, and 4 horses. But they all have demands and they all need attention. And for right now, I'm that girl. And what was interesting was because the minute we got home, I had to hurry out and take care of the animals. And, everything is 50 pounds. It's so interesting. Well, the dog food is 55 pounds, but most of the animal feed is 50 pounds. And then the water, which is like a mush that we make for the kids, and luckily it's only every other day, but the buckets are 8-gallon buckets, and I usually fill them about 6 gallons times 8.4, which of course is 50 pounds. So 4 50-pound gallons of water, whenever the bag of food is, each of the pieces of hay, they call them a flake, but each flake of hay is about between 10 and 15 pounds, and I get 6. How many? They're about 10 to 15 pounds. And of course, I don't have to carry them all at once, but at the end, I've done about 15 of them. So another 150 pounds. But anyway, and then I had to change the water, right? And they're those huge things. We get distilled water from a company, and they're 5 gallons. And I like them to do them for me so that the containers are always fresh and I get the water. And of course, let me guess. Well, it's 5 times 8, which is 40, and 4 times 5, so more like 42 pounds. But everything's right around there. So it's like, Jules, girl, this is a chance. This is your favorite. This is where you get to work out doing what's required of you, which to me is the best way ever. So instead of pouting, I was like, this could be a powerful week. Mucking, lifting, serving, doing, make it happen. So that when you go back to school, you don't panic when you have to go to the floor to join children, when you have to get out at, PE and demonstrate how to do whatever for the kids. And I know that's so important. And I welcome that as well. And it's still 84 degrees and it is only 10:10 at night. My gosh, there's a chance I could actually be in bed at a reasonable hour. Anyway, my friends, one more time, every day's a new beginning. Take a deep breath, smile, and start again. I've got the smile part down. I'm okay at breathing. I welcome the fresh start. All right, my friends, like if you like, join us if you haven't subscribed. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you in prayer, in life, whatever. If I don't know the answer, I'll look it up. And until we talk again, best of all, let's trust that we're blessed.